Okay, these Amelia content creators just keep pumping out a lot of Amelia meme material, and I'm really excited to react to it. So this time, it's been a little bit since I did part six. So I've got a bunch of clips this time that have been building up that I've been wanting to look at. And these are fresh reacts. I have not looked at more than a few seconds of any of these videos. And I'd like to start with this one here. So Pathways parody, Charlie Goes to Gulag, weapons and stuff, which this is a new to me creator, so I don't know anything about this creator. And as you can see, it looks like the original game, but of course it is not the original game, it just is in the same style. So let's go ahead and start with this one.
Charlie was arrested and informed that due to an offensive tweet they had made, they were going to be charged and sent to court.
Oh, I just wanted to pause briefly and say that Charlie, the character in the blue hoodie here, and he's the main character in the video game, in the original game, he only gets referred to by they pronouns. Probably because the game developers were lazy and they didn't want to write different narrative selections for the male Charlie, which we see here, and the female Charlie, which is a different female character also named Charlie that you can select as the main character. Okay, so let's actually back up 5 seconds. I did that with the arrow keys, and let's go.
And informed that due to an offensive tweet they had made, they were going to be charged and sent to court. As David Lammy had decided to scrap jury trials, Charlie was tried by the Labour Party approved judge and found guilty of on indictment with an offence of inciting racial hatred, contrary to Section 19(1) of the Public Order Act 1986. The particulars of the offence being that they published and distributed written material on the social media platform X, formerly Twitter, which was threatening, abusive, or insulting with the intent thereby to stir up racial hatred, or whereby, having regard to all the circumstances, racial hatred was likely to be stirred up thereby. Charlie was thus sentenced to 3 years in prison. Charlie did not receive any visitors in prison. Their parents did not want to risk associating with such a dangerous speech criminal in case by hearing something they themselves would be committing a crime. Despite
Oh, yeah. So I think this actually is visual stuff taken from the actual game instead of AI generated stuff that just looks like the original game, like some of the other stuff I've looked at. So I think the audio is new, but the visuals I think are taken from the actual game. And of course, the stuff that the audio is talking about is of course the stuff that's been happening in Britain in recent years with arrests about spicy tweets just going through the roof, like very harsh punishments for what is a free speech issue. And something like, I think I was reading it was something like 12,000 arrests per month in Britain now over spicy tweets. And of course, remember, some of these things are stuff like people saying, I like bacon. So really baffling and really seems like the old Soviet Union and not like something that is at all what Britain should be doing. Okay, let's keep going.
Despite the overflowing prisons in Britain due to Keir Starmer's new hate speech laws, a space was found for Charlie by releasing a violent sex offender early, as at least they had not said anything hurtful online. Charlie was forced into re-education struggle sessions in which they were taught all about the new tiers of racial equality and social justice. Although according to the state-appointed teacher, all people were equal, some people were more equal than others. Charlie tried.
Okay, so that is a reference to the novel Animal Farm, which probably most of us had to read in high school. So let's keep going.
tried their best to understand all these contradicting and confusing rules, but sadly, they could not grasp why, for example, a one-legged Muslim man was ranked more oppressed than a polyqueer, gender-fluid, non-binary lesbian. Charlie was able to be released early on the condition their vote would automatically go to the Labour Party if there was an election in the following years, although many of these elections were being postponed indefinitely due to issues with the electoral system. Charlie knew not to question this.
Oh, yeah, and this is referencing stuff that really does happen in Britain where they use, rule loopholes and rules lawyering and all that kind of stuff to try to either postpone or cancel elections that they should have, which, of course, if you're doing it just a little bit and for really legitimate reasons, it is compatible with democracy, but you got to be really careful with it, because if you're doing it very much or for the wrong motivations, it's definitely democracy eroding very much. So, yeah, that's democracy actually eroding very much, which is the way that Britain is using it now.
As they didn't want to risk being sent back to re-education sessions. Whatever the great leader Keir Starmer had planned was in the best interests of the country. Charlie received a phone call from Amelia. They were very worried as, despite finding Amelia attractive, Charlie thought she might get them into trouble again. Amelia explained that she was campaigning for the rights of political prisoners and the rights of oppressed people. Charlie was so relieved. If they met with Amelia at this campaign, it was for a good social justice cause, and there was no risk they would get into trouble again for thought crime. However, while they were out campaigning, a police officer approached.
Oh, and the word thought crime is from the George Orwell's novel 1984. Okay, let's keep going.
Charlie had not thought to question what disadvantaged groups they were fighting for. Amelia was fighting for the rights of the oppressed British people and for political prisoners who, just like Charlie, had been locked up for simply voicing their opinions online. The police officer, which were now simply known as stormtroopers, told them they were under arrest.
Yeah, the Stormtroopers meme is going big also, which is connected to the Amelia meme. So Stormtroopers is sort of based on Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister of Britain's name, and Stormtroopers from Star Wars. So you kind of combine Stormtroopers with Keir Starmer's last name and you get Stormtroopers. Okay, let's go.
Amelia suddenly pulled out a pistol, which was very illegal in Britain due to the government disarming the populace, and began shooting at the stormtrooper while shouting, "Die, you fucking commie pig!" Oh dear, thought Charlie, the revolution had begun.
Okay, that is really funny, and I like it, so I'm going to give a thumbs up. And then I'm going to subscribe to this channel as well. And I wanted to go on to the next video. Amelia is the hero the UK deserves and the state hates it. And this is also from a creator that is new to me, Will of the Fans. And I did accidentally watch a few seconds of this video. It looked good from the little bit I saw. And so it's a guy basically talking about Amelia stuff, and rather than a parody or a music video like most of the things I look at. And I don't want to steal his thunder, so I'm planning on watching less than half of this video. The link, of course, like all these links, will be in the description, so I want you to go into the description and watch the whole video if you like what you see in this React compilation. Okay, so let's start this.
If you'd told me 5 years ago that one of the most influential and potent symbols of resistance in the UK would be a purple-haired goth chick from a government-funded video game, I would have laughed in your face. Of course I would. But it has happened, and with context it becomes all too easy to understand why. Now, obviously, cards on the table, and indulge me for a moment here if you will. I am a Brit, but I do not live in the UK anymore. For the past nearly 9 years, I've been living in Asia, where I came to join a band, bum around, and hopefully find myself. Why was I looking to find myself? I was just ahead of the curve. Skip to 9 years later, I am now married to a beautiful, intelligent, tough as boots Filipina. I have 2 beautiful and terrifyingly clever little girls, and I'm very happy. The thing is, when I left the UK, I didn't really know why my life had stagnated so in my 3 decades there, or why I felt like a hamster in a wheel with hardly any future awaiting me. I do now.
Actually, we're getting a what sounds like a copyrighted song in the background, and I thought maybe there would be just a few seconds of it and then it would stop, but it seems to be going on. So I think if I watch much more of this, my channel might get in trouble. I don't want too many copyrighted song bits to be in my React videos. So why don't I go out of this? But, you know, that was, even with just watching a minute of it, that was a really great introduction to what's going on with Amelia and this guy's life situation where, you know, he is a Brit, so he's got a good perspective on it. And he's not racist, because, you know, he's sounds like he's in the Philippines and married to a Filipina, so definitely not racist. And that's one of the things that a lot of people accuse Amelia lovers of being, is they accuse him of being racist. And yeah, you can love the Amelia stuff and not be racist. It's you know, this kind of false label that people are trying to slap onto Amelia lovers in order to shut down legitimate concerns and frustrations that are being voiced. So yeah, just slapping a racist label on something in order to shut down people's legitimate frustrations, that's not something that should be done. You know, in free speech societies like Britain and America, we talk things out. We don't just slap a racist label on something and say, oh, we can't ever talk about this now because it's got a racist label on it. Okay, so yeah, he gave his perspective, a non-racist Brit who likes Amelia. So I'm going to give a thumbs up to this video. Let's see, am I going to subscribe? I think I'll wait till later. I'll try to watch the rest of this video privately, and then I'll decide whether I want to subscribe to this channel. But definitely a thumbs up for this video. The link will be in the description. And I wasn't put off by anything he said. I was just put off by what sounded like copyrighted music that might get me in some trouble. Okay, so the next one I wanted to go to is the Gwennerverse channel. And so this guy, he has been creating a lot of really high quality Amelia content, AI animation, AI music videos. So the animation and the music are both AI, but they're both very high quality. And he makes these music videos. And I accidentally reacted to the final rough draft versions of this video and a different video of his in other reactions. So now we're going to react to, so this here, Amelia X Leaflet Across the Pond. So this is the final draft version. So it's not the final version, it's the final draft version. And this is what I reacted to before by accident, thinking it was the final version. Now this here is the final version. So, and I did accidentally watch a few seconds of this, but not very much. So it's not going to be a totally fresh react, since I did react to the rough draft version and have seen it, but I have not seen this one. And it will probably be quite similar, but I guess a few things are going to be fixed on it. And it's got these nice looking subtitles on it. So I think that so anyways, let's go. Oh, and I did want to tell you, let's go into the description. I wanted to tell you, Gwennerverse is talking about this. He is talking about the next song. That is going to be a Nick Shirley song about the stuff that's going on in Minnesota, and with Nick Shirley testifying before Congress and all that stuff. And the Nick Shirley song music video, I already watched a little teaser for it, and it looks really good. So definitely Gwennerverse. He is a guy to watch. Okay, so let's go. We're going to watch the final version, and this is my first time watching this final version of this Amelia music video. Let's go. Oh yeah. See, it's the AI music is so good. Yeah, so it sounds like I remember it from before, and I think the opening scene is basically the same as well. So this is Amelia. She has got wings that look like the British flag, and let's keep going.
Across the border, foreign signs, new accents, different skylines. They said you'll see it's not the same, but the air still carries familiar names. Crowds move.
Okay, so yeah, I think this is basically the same, the first 26 seconds, as the last video. I haven't, of course I haven't done the side-by-side comparison, but I think it's basically the same. So the theme of this music video, Across the Pond, is friendship between the Brits and the Americans, with Amelia representing the Brits. And then in a few moments, there'll be Leaflet, a VTuber who is a slime girl but has a human form that she spends most of her time in her human form, and she will represent the Americans. So this is a friendship video, and it's kind of about how the Brits and the Americans are facing some similar problems with censorship and repression and all the various things, and mass migration and all the various things that Amelia as a meme is about. That America has some of those things happening. I don't think they're as bad as Britain. Britain is really, really bad right now. But things like that are happening in America also. And it's also talking about how America and Britain, they have that shared culture that, America is a former British colony, and there's a lot of cultural touch points that are the same for Britain and America. Okay, so let's stop rambling and start watching again.
Fast headlines spin, big glasses, justice dressed up in Historia, mood to fashion, history just changes clothes. Hey, I'm so glad you came.
Okay, so this is Leaflet, and she answers the door as a slime, and then she changes into human form. And I think this transformation, let's look at it closely. It was done really well in the rough draft version I see. And let's get a good close look at it.
Changes clothes. Hey, I'm so glad you came this way. I wanted to meet you every day. I can change my shape, but not my eyes. Still see the cracks you read.
Okay, yeah, I think it's basically the same as in the final rough draft version. So, transformations are difficult to do, and I think the AI really did this well. Okay, let's go.
Nights are shiny here, but look real close. The same old tricks, the same old jokes. ちょっと似てるよね.
Oh yeah, and this was in the original rough draft video. So this is like a flag that's like a combination of the American flag and the British flag. So we saw the individual American flags and the British flags in the previous scenes, and then we see the combination flag.
But the rhythm underneath, no one answers for the cost. We're the ones who feel the loss. Across the pond, same shadows fall.
Okay, and then this is the creator of this music video, Gwennerverse. So he put himself in the music video as a surfer who is playing the guitar.
The pond, same shadows fall. Kids respond and no one calls. Different words, same broken tune. God, what a night, and not changing soon. We don't shout 'cause it's fun to fight. We shout 'cause something's not right. Two nations talking past the truth. Same questions rising from.
Okay, and this is what I was talking about earlier. This is, okay, let's try to get it so that the subtitles aren't covering up his name. But yeah, see, it says Mr. Shirley. So this is Nick Shirley testifying in front of Congress about stuff he uncovered in Minnesota with the Somalian daycares and a whole bunch of other fraud that was mainly Somalian people involved in it, but also a bunch of other people as well. And how the normal media just completely failed to look at things that were, it was really obvious that there was something shady going on, and the mainstream media failed to look at it, and he was looking at it and publicizing it, and he's a total amateur, and yet people like him are rising up as independent journalists, and they're probably going to replace the normal media landscape in a few years. Not just him, but I mean a bunch of others like him as well. And Gwennerverse, yeah, the next music video that Gwennerverse is making is going to be about him. So I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, let's go. Oh yeah, and then this is Nux Taku. And of course, he appears in a lot of these videos. He is a VTuber that I've watched off and on for years. He is way too prolific for me to really be caught up on his stuff. There's actually like a bunch of his basic lore that I was ignorant about, and I realized that when I was reacting to a Don P. Bongwater video about Nux recently. I was like, oh wow, I thought I would know this stuff. I did not know. So yeah, there's a bunch of stuff I don't know about him, but I do know some of the basic stuff, and he definitely looks super cool in this version of him. His some of the versions that show up in these various music videos and AI creations look deliberately very silly, and I like the silly versions too because they make me laugh so much. But look at this. I think this might be the coolest version of him that I've seen. Look at how cool Gwennerverse makes Nux look, and he's got the Nux Taku channel and the Nuxanor channel, and kind of goes back and forth between being called those two things. So yeah, he's a VTuber, and look at him. He just looks, and this right behind him is the Liberty Bell in America, and see that crack on it? That's a famous crack. So this is a really big symbol of, you know, American freedom and all the stuff that the founding fathers put together for America to make sure that it wouldn't be, you know, a repressive nightmare like a lot of the stuff in Europe that they were trying to get away from back in the 1700s was happening. Okay, so anyways, so that's Nux Taku there.
People come go so fast, but no one.
Okay, so this is Joe Biden. He was the president after Trump and before Trump. So between Trump's 2 terms, President Joe Biden, and what's going on in the background is people going at the fence that Trump was building between us and Mexico, which a lot of people call the wall, but it's really more of a fence than a wall, although it is very high and very high tech as well. Let's go backwards a little bit.
People come go so fast, but no one answers for the past. They say to work, just let it be, but it keeps repeating endlessly.
Okay, and then that was, let's go back. I'm using the less than and greater than keys to go back. So this is, sorry, I'm having trouble pronouncing it. Kirsha, Kirsha. So she is a VTuber, very popular. She's got the silver colored hair. She has fox ears. And I was having a lot of trouble recognizing her in other videos I was reacting to, but I eventually realized that she pretty much always has the cherry earrings and the pigtails, and so that helped me to recognize her. Okay, let's keep going.
I'm not mad, I'm just confused. Why not fix, just reuse? Why does no one take responsibility? I've seen this script on older stone, written long before we're grown. If laws bend only one way down, then fate.
Okay, and this is Leaflet again, and what she's looking at is the Constitution right here, we the people, and let's keep going.
Eroding crown and gown. Lexine, Polina, a law without consequence isn't law, it's theater. If we see it clear.
Okay, yeah, and this is talking about how, like, a lot of the problems that are going on, I think especially in America, are problems that if they just enforced existing law, they wouldn't necessarily go away, but they would be much smaller problems. So if you just enforce existing law, a lot of these problems will get cleared up. In Britain, I think it's more complicated from what I understand because they actually have passed a lot of laws that are unjust laws. So just enforcing the law in Britain, the laws that make it illegal to do Twitter stuff, stuff like that. Just enforcing the laws doesn't necessarily solve the problems because you have to repeal the unjust laws and then also enforce the laws, about the things like the grooming gangs and so forth. Enforce those laws, but repeal the unjust laws. So I think in Britain they've got a worse mess than in America, because in America you could probably just enforce existing laws and clear up a lot of the problems, but in Britain you have to not just enforce the older just laws, but also repeal a bunch of unjust laws in order to clean up the mess. Okay, so let's keep going.
Why do they look away? Homer repeats and walks back free. Don't tell me this is liberty. Across the pond, same warning sound. Buried to search and truth is loud. Different homes, but hearts aligned. History night, not alone this time. We're not enemies, not afraid. We're asking why the price is paid by those who didn't break the trust. Accountability is a must. I'm really happy I met you. So am I.
Okay, so a really good friendship video, and then right here at the end, we've got Asmongold, AI version of Asmongold, who appears in a lot of these videos, and I do find it funny that it looks like A1 steak sauce in the background, but then because there's pretty much always a little bit of AI distortion on words, it looks like it says AI, so he's got AI sauce instead of A1 steak sauce. I find that kind of funny. Very, very cool. And of course, he looks more attractive than he actually does look in real life, which is often the case with these videos, but not always. Sometimes they make the people look more attractive, sometimes not. Okay, and then this is, let's go back to Smash JT. Where is Smash JT? Okay, so here is Smash JT, and when I reacted to the final draft version, I'd been surprised because I was like, is he really this young? I don't think he's this young. But then I was told, oh, actually his profile pic looks like this. This is not supposed to be a representation, so this is not an animated representation of the real him. It's an animated representation of his profile pic. And yes, that makes more sense to me, yes. And then this character in the gas mask is Gaming Syndicate at channel Gaming Sin. And he's a very small channel like me, but increasing in size very quickly. And he's got a lot of good stuff, mostly React content, but also a lot of really tiny, short AI clips that he works on that are really cool. And I've been kind of wondering if there's going to be something longer eventually. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so that was that. Okay, so the next one we want to go to is the streets of AI. And okay, so the streets of AI, this is a creator. So this is a creator I've reacted to a bunch of their stuff before. In fact, I had a solo react to just this video, and I've reacted to a lot of their shorts in other Amelia compilations. So let me show you. If you go to my channel here and you go to playlists, I've got an Amelia playlist here. Let's look at the full thing. And so I've got a lot of these Amelia Pathways compilation. I've got this, the Streets of AI. I focused on them because they had a longer one, so I focused on that. So I've got a lot of these compilations, and I've revisited the Streets of AI over and over again. Yes, I've revisited them over and over again because they have high quality stuff. So their recent stuff is all Amelia, and it's an AI version of Amelia who looks like a real person cosplaying Amelia, and she has these little short documentary things where she talks about some aspect of history or technology or whatever. And I try not to watch them until I'm ready to react, but sometimes I get excited and click on them and then watch them, like this one, which I already watched privately and was really cool. So I'm not going to do a react to this one, but I did already watch that one privately. So I'm going to go back and try to catch up on some of the ones I've been wanting to look at and have not. And why don't we, I think I should probably watch 3 videos. Okay, so why don't we, I think let's click on this one. This title makes me really curious. Let's go here. Why isn't it loading?
Humans have studied.
Okay, so let's make it big. Let's rewind it. And let's look at it. So yes, this is Amelia, the AI version of Amelia. And background looks very realistic. It is AI, of course, but it looks really realistic and good. Okay, let's go.
Humans have studied animals and plants for thousands of years, from ancient Greece to imperial China. Yet no civilization had ever discovered how life actually changes. For centuries, most people believed species were fixed, designed, and unchanging.
In the 19th century, a British naturalist set out to understand the living world. Charles Darwin didn't study life in books, he studied it in the wild. He realised nature had an engine: variation, survival, and inheritance. Darwin showed that every living thing belongs to one branching family tree. He didn't just change biology, he changed what life is.
Okay, so pretty cool. Yeah, he was extremely influential scientist, and I believe, yeah, he was British. There's so many British scientists who contributed to the foundation of science. Very big contributions. Okay, so let's go back to the videos. Okay, so and let's see. Yes, let's try this one. Magna Carta. Okay, very interesting stuff. I know a little bit about this already, but it's like, stuff I learned in like middle school and high school, like 40 years ago. So it's not really clear in my mind. Let's go.
In the year 1215, England was ruled by King John. Most people didn't enjoy it. England's most powerful barons rebelled and forced the king to negotiate. They met at Runnymede, beside the river, in June 1215. The result was Magna Carta, Latin for the Great Charter. For the first time, a king was forced to accept that his power was limited by written law, lawful judgment, limits on taxation, and that punishment required due process, not the king's whim.
Yeah. So this is like the foundations of what eventually became like modern democracy in the United States and Britain and other places. So this foundation was laid by the Magna Carta. It was like, the old system of government in nearly every government in the world for most of history is, you just have a king. And the problem with a king is that the king just does whatever he wants. And if he's really angry or vindictive one day, he might do something really awful. And also, even if you've got a good king, he might be good but ineffective. He doesn't know how to get his stuff done. Or he might be good, but he gets fooled and gradually corrupted over the years by maybe advisors, or just, maybe he starts getting senile as he gets old or something like that. So even a good king can make all kinds of really nasty mistakes, and things like the Magna Carta and stuff that later, followed after it was like, hey, we don't care how powerful the king thinks he should be. There's some things that he can't do, at least not without giving a really good reason for it. Okay, let's go.
It didn't create democracy or rights for everyone, but it was a huge improvement.
Yeah, I think if I remember right, the Magna Carta just created rights for the nobility and only a little bit of basic rights. Okay, let's keep going.
The idea that power must answer to law shaped English justice, trial by jury, and constitutions around the world.
Yep. So that is a really good introductory video to the Magna Carta there. And, this is the kind of thing that should be like shown to like middle schoolers, or, this kind of stuff could be shown at, if you're doing homeschooling. Yeah, this is, it's not going into too much detail. It's very short. It's just a little introduction, and it's got the Amelia character doing it. So, and I've been forgetting to do this, haven't I? Okay, so I better do that. I can go back and do a bunch of the ones I forgot later instead of wasting time on this react with it. But yeah, I plan to go back and thumbs up the ones I've forgotten later. Okay, and then I think what we're going to do is watch one more, because I thought I would watch 3, and I believe I'll go for this one. I really want to watch this one, but it's pretty long, and I might want to do a standalone react or put it in a different react compilation. Okay, so let's go here. Okay, so here she is, and I think these might be like the famous White Cliffs of Dover. Very beautiful. Okay, let's go.
Britain is an island. To survive, it had to master the sea. By the 1700s, the Royal Navy was known as Britain's wooden walls. British ships didn't just defend coasts, they crossed oceans routinely. Royal Navy crews crossed oceans through storms that could tear ships apart. Discipline and seamanship kept them alive. The Navy protected trade routes that connected continents for the first time. Sailors charted coastlines, currents, and safe passages across the globe. The Royal Navy enforced rules of conduct on the oceans, shaping maritime law. It gave Britain the security to build a global network of ports and influence. When challenged, these ships formed lines of battle, floating fortresses armed with dozens of cannons. Today's global trade still follows sea lanes first secured by the Royal Navy.
Yeah, that was pretty good, and there could have been a little bit more information in this. I think she did show that the British Royal Navy was very important, and their sea ships in general very important in building international trade in the old days of wooden sailing ships and building it up. But I think she kind of like underestimated how powerful it is. It's like, I mean, she said it was powerful, but I think you'd need like probably at least another minute to really talk about how extremely powerful it was. Like the British Navy was so powerful. There's like a lot of history in there. But yeah, for a video of this length, it is very good. And I like the way that she just sort of puts together some basic information, gets it out quickly, has the beautiful backgrounds and stuff. So that is pretty good. And oh yeah, and then we do the thumbs up because I keep forgetting to do that. Okay, and I think I was going to watch 3 videos, and then I have watched 3. Okay, yes, I have watched 3. And so now I'm going to go to the music of our time. So this one is a music video channel, creating a lot of Amelia music videos. And I have reacted to their stuff a bunch of times. And I've gotten behind. Yeah, I've gotten really behind. Yeah, this is the last one I reacted to, and a whole bunch more have appeared. I think I don't want to do too many in this compilation. I want to save some for later, so I think I'll choose 2 of the new ones. And let's see. What do I want to do? Okay, so I think actually I want to try this one first, and then I'll choose one more. Okay, so let's make it big and look at this Amelia. So this creator is really good at making the AI behave well. And look at this Amelia, and then she's got the choker, and look, it's a leather jacket, a purple leather jacket. Just that's so cool. Okay, so let's get it going. The music is good, but I think it's the music is louder than the singing, and I'm having trouble understanding the lyrics. So let's get the lyrics put on, and we will rewind a bit. And in case you missed it, when there was a zoom in on her face, Amelia does have a tear running down her cheek. Okay, let's go. Okay, so I wanted to pause. So this is Shout Out UK. So this organization, Shout Out UK, they are the ones that created the original Amelia propaganda British government game. So that is that organization. And Amelia is thanking them. So that's the organization she is thanking.
Fascists and bigots, all women and men. Your gift is welcome. Thank you again. Thank you for statements accurate and true. Don't try and debate. Just name call.
Okay, and then we got a lot of flags, and they're kind of like they're all combinations of multiple flags. Yeah, so we've got a lot of flags that are combinations of multiple flags. Okay, let's go.
In lieu, we are all grifters. Please buy my Bitcoin. Thank you for helping more our cause to join.
Yeah, I think these lyrics are actually sarcastic, but she is somewhat thanking Shout Out UK for, creating the Amelia meme by accident, but mostly sarcastic lyrics.
Thank you for showing.
Oh, and then this telephone booth is the old style of telephone booth, and it might be a reference to Doctor Who as well, because that's like the Doctor Who style. But these things really did exist, and I think a bunch of them still do exist because they're like historical treasures that they preserve. Okay.
Your true agenda. Stopping our children. Becoming learners. Just listen to you. And all will be cool. All other viewpoints only come from fools.
Okay, so I'm not sure who this old woman is. Is this Margaret Thatcher, maybe? I'm not sure who this is.
We wish to thank you from all of us here, our extreme right crew, fascists and bigots, all women and men. Your gift is welcome, so thank you again. Immigration good, go diversity, no dangerous ideologies. Don't listen or see, take no strong action, or to prevent you go for mind-read action. Think of the money your government spent on Shout Out UK to stamp out dissent.
Yeah, so the lyrics are pointing out that the money that was spent to pay Shout Out UK for this propaganda video game Pathways with the one that had Amelia in it, the money spent on that actually came from the British taxpayers. So the British taxpayers were paying for their own repression. So very ironic. Okay, let's go.
People who can think are so very wrong. Do not listen to Amelia's songs. Give a big Lily. We wish to thank you from all of us here, our extreme right crew, fascists and bigots, all women and men. Your gift is welcome, so thank you again. Give a big Lily. We wish to thank you from all of us here, our extreme right crew, fascists and bigots, all women and men. Your gift is welcome. Thank you again.
Okay, so that was a cool music video, and I did really like the song. I think that the song was a little bit too loud in relation to the lyrics, the singing, because I did have to turn on the subtitles to understand the lyrics. So yeah, that was a good song. And one of the things, okay, let me reload this real quick. Okay, so let's find a place where it shows Shout Out UK. So where can I find it? Okay, so yeah, the Shout Out UK that's shown in various banners here. I did notice that they never actually showed the official Shout Out UK logo. So Shout Out UK has an official logo that they use on their website. And I sort of was covering it in one of my other Amelia videos. You can find it in my Amelia playlist. But the Shout Out UK that they use on their website actually looks like a corrupted soul. So it looks like the word soul, but with the L, which is, of course, supposed to be the K here. It looks like soul with the word L is like corrupted. So it looks like a corrupted soul as their logo, which I find hilarious. And I was looking at that in one of my other Amelia videos that's in my Amelia playlist. So that's something I wanted to mention. Okay, let's go back to Music of Our Time. And I want to do one more video. And I think, let's see. I think I'm gonna select this one just because she's riding a horse and I think it might be funny. So let's go here. Okay, it is a music video. It didn't have the music symbol on it for some reason. I wonder why it didn't have the music symbol. But yeah, it's a music video. Let's go to the beginning. Okay, so she's in armor. She's riding a horse. This might be the Boudica version of Amelia again. So Boudica was like an ancient warrior queen of Britain around 1,000 years ago, and she was kind of like a Joan of Arc figure. So Joan of Arc is France and Boudica is Britain. Okay, so let's go.
Labor, you waited 40 long years. Well, we've had news. Prepare.
Okay, and Labour is one of the political parties in Britain. Okay, let's go.
Your tears. The populace sees your awful reign.
Okay, and is this Keir Starmer? Actually, no, it looks different. I'm not sure if this is a different politician or that I don't recognize. Okay, let's go.
You will be lucky to see power again. 14 long months we have endured. You failed to defend
might be Keir Starmer. Yeah, I think that might be Keir Starmer. Okay, let's keep going.
What leaders allow illegal invasion? What have you done for stamp duty evasion? Labor, you waited 14 long years. Well, we've got news. Prepare your tears. The populace sees your awful reign. You will be lucky to see power again.
Oh, there's some funny AI glitches in here I wanted to pause and mention on, like when she sort of like her whole body like sort of turned around, like it transformed instead of actually turning, and the horse did too. And then her shield, which is normally the British flag, sort of turned into this thing. So there's a few AI glitches in here that I haven't been commenting on, but I don't think they're bad. They're just funny. Okay, let's keep going.
14 more days, I'd say you had left. Please do not cry, we know you're bereft. The people of England don't forgive you. Think of your future after the coup.
Okay, that newspaper headline on the woman's phone might have been important. Let's try to pause on it. Okay, so let's see if I can read the headline. No, I don't think that's a readable headline, so probably not important. Let's keep going.
14 great years with good government. England will see a noble ascent. Borders secure, housing for all. The population in one accord. Labor, you waited 14 long years. Well, we've got news. Prepare your tears. The populace sees your awful reign. You will be lucky to see power.
Oh wait, what was that? Is that from a video game? Let's go.
Reign. You will be
Okay, so this figure here, what is this? Is this something from a video game? I'm not sure.
lucky to see power again.
Okay, well, I really liked the music part of this a lot more than the previous. Yeah, so the music here is a lot better than the last one from Music of Our Time that we just watched. And of course, both of these will be in the description, both of these links. So yeah, this is cool. I'm still not sure if this is Keir Starmer or some other politician, but it is funny. The AI animation, or live action in this case, is pretty good, and I really like the music in this one a lot better than the music in the other one. So, and I almost forgot to do this. Okay, let's go. Okay, so let's keep going. I've got some more clips. So this is a new creator that I don't know about. I accidentally watched a few seconds of this one and I thought, hey, I think it looks good, so let's try it out. So this is Remember Freedom, Amelia, UK censorship song by Hollywood Animation. Let's see if it's good. New to me creator. Oh, and Ministry of Truth is a reference to George Orwell's novel 1984, which is about government repression and censorship. Okay, let's go.
They told you freedom was dangerous, so they quoted her to prove the point. Jokes and core, tweets and chains.
Okay, so let's go backwards. There's a bunch of stuff here. Where is Count Dankula's pug? Okay, let's see.
Jokes and core.
Okay, so this pug is going to be Count Dankula's pug. He's a British YouTuber, or rather Scottish YouTuber, and no, not his pug, his girlfriend's pug. I keep forgetting the details of the story. So he trained his girlfriend's pug to do a certain salute that I probably can't directly say the name of, but it's from the bad guys in World War II, trained his pug to do that salute, or his girlfriend's pug, and then he got arrested for it, a hate crime arrest. Now, that's the sort of thing, I think Count Dankula should not have done that. I think that was unethical and wrong. But he shouldn't have faced any consequences for it worse than, like, I don't know, having his mother scold him really badly and maybe some of his friends scold him. Like, that's the worst consequences he should have faced, because this is a free speech society. It's like, I don't have to agree with everyone in order for them to not go to jail. I mean, go to jail, get arrested, that stuff, that's just very extreme repressive government. So, you know, you can do things I disagree with. You can be stupid. You can have stupid opinions. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It should not be an arrestable offense. So anyways, let's go.
Tweets and chains say it's all.
Okay, and this is going by real fast. Okay, so I think this is supposed to be Count Dankula, although he looks different. And then we've got the, oh yeah, here it is. So this is some other guy. Why are people arrested for tweets while grooming gangs went untouched for years? And it wasn't just years, it was decades. It was decades that the cover-up was going on. And it's still going on to some extent. They're just not doing the arrests that they should be doing.
Say it's soft, don't say names. Truth needs papers, fears for free. Smile polite, don't disagree. They call it care, they call it peace.
Okay, and then this is Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister of Britain.
But every year you're speaking lies. They gave her lines, they gave her rules. She broke them just by looking true.
Purple hair in a gray display. She wasn't meant to get this way.
Let's miss just chill with the grooming gangs. Files went cold, the silence stands. Speak up once you're branded foe. No.
Okay, so is this guy supposed to be Tommy Robinson? This might be Tommy Robinson. So Tommy Robinson, he was a political prisoner, basically. They treated him so badly. It was really awful. You need to look up the stuff about Tommy Robinson if you don't know about him. He was, oh man, it was so bad. Okay, let's keep going.
Your branded foe, knock on the door, they take you home. She watched them shame the ones who spoke. Pink coat, still they missed the point. Crimes ignored behind closed doors, but race concern, you're the lost first call.
This island wasn't built to bend.
This wasn't how it's meant to end.
Remember freedom. You taught the world to say no.
Remember freedom.
No above the throne.
Remember freedom.
Before you let it go. Remember who you were. Before you stood alone. You wrote no king above the law.
Oh yeah, here's the Magna Carta again, which we just saw the Streets of AI talking about this. So very foundational document that led to a lot of great things.
The law, put chains on crowns, not on the poor. Set words on fire, stages lit, let Shakespeare lose. The world still.
Oh yeah, here's Shakespeare and the names of a bunch of his famous plays. So yeah, British.
Spits broke the trade when gold was king. Paid the price for doing right. They said she didn't fit.
Oh yeah, and then this is like the British were huge in ending the slave trade and worldwide slavery, and yeah, that's the British paid a huge price to end slavery.
The price for doing right. They said she didn't fit the mold. Funny, neither did the ones you told.
1984 on the screen, smiling lies approved and clean. Ministry truth, safe and sound. BBC reads the party line. Malls came off, went meme instead. Freedom.
Oh yeah, and this is the masks from V for Vendetta, a movie about repression and rebelling against a repressive government. And I think that movie's nearly 20 years old now. But yeah, I've been seeing there's a lot of talk online about how this coming Halloween, the Halloween of 2026, there's going to be a lot of couples where the matching couples costume will be the wife will be dressed as Amelia and the husband will be dressed as the V for Vendetta guy with the Guy Fawkes mask on. So that will be the couple's costume, and I bet it will be very common in Britain. I wonder if people are going to be arrested over it. I wonder. Okay, let's go.
Meme instead. Freedom slipped through wires and threads. They built her bad, a warning sign. Got a mirror they couldn't design.
Guess they never heard about dear old Strice and bury a truth that multiplies.
Yeah, so another mention of the Streisand effect. So Barbara Streisand, pre-internet, tried to suppress a photograph of her mansion, and it just caused people to share the photograph even more. And so when you try to suppress information, it often has the opposite effect, which is called the Streisand effect, after Barbara Streisand in this incident.
Shadow band and boosted loud. Try to hush it, wake the crowd. They pull the plug, she runs the lap. Every cut just snaps the trap. Purple glitch in their control. She slipped the script, she took the role.
Bacon sizzling, pints poured slow.
Oh yeah, so the bacon, this might be a reference to the people getting arrested for saying I like bacon, which is really an extreme example of how free speech is just dead in Britain now.
Pints poured slow, TF4, you still all know footy Saturdays. Anthem's gone, not hate, just what you're standing on. You flew that.
Oh yeah, and that's a reference to how they took the national anthem out of soccer, which, well, Americans like me call it soccer, but the Brits and the rest of the world call it football. Okay, let's go.
Flag without a thought, now it's guilt checked, hate check caught. Once it meant you stood your ground, now it's something you're warned about. They told.
Oh yeah, and this old guy, I think this was an actual old guy that was in the news, where he was forced to take down the British flag because they're saying it's racist to fly the British flag. So flying your own flag in your own country is racist, but flying other people's flags is somehow okay. And yeah, that's really bizarre and so messed up.
Warned about, they told her colors were too loud. Funny, so was this old crowd.
But sign right off if you dare to spoil. We don't bend law to spare a spoil. You live by it, you're welcome here. Break it once, it's crystal clear. We were knee deep.
Yeah, and here the lyrics, sort of like the Skybrows lyrics as well, are talking about how it's not all immigrants. If immigrants come in and they contribute to society, they are welcome. So they just have to work and not be a burden, not be criminal. So the requirements are actually pretty low. And assimilation is preferred, but it actually isn't even required. I mean, I know that there are groups that have come into America that have never assimilated, that do not cause problems. And the Amish, the Mennonites, and a whole bunch of those other groups, they never assimilated with American culture. But they sit there farming, by themselves in their own communities, and they don't cause problems. And, you don't hear Americans ranting about why won't the Amish assimilate. I mean, they do a little bit, but it's not a major issue. So you don't even have to assimilate. You just have to not cause problems.
Buy it, you're welcome here. Break it once, it's crystal clear. We were knee deep in polite supremacy. True shape down to pleasantries. Girl spits facts, no dressed up spin. Bloody brilliant, that's how you fit in. A quarter world beneath the charts, not just with swords, but words and laws.
Okay, so this, I think, is the British Empire. And of course, America here used to be part of it, and of course, India used to be part of it. Yep, Australia, New Zealand. Okay, let's keep going.
Beneath the charts, not just with swords, but words and laws. You spread your code, your flaws, your frame, and bore the cost and bore the blame. Churchill spoke when hope was thin. No.
Yeah, this is Winston Churchill, who is getting characterized as a racist in a lot of woke propaganda lately. But he was a great hero to the British during World War II, and he had that famous saying, "We will fight them on the beaches," and all that stuff. And them, of course, being the German bad guys in World War II. I don't think I can actually say their name in this video or I might get in trouble, but you know who they are. And so it's saying yeah, he was fighting those bad guys. And we're not for those bad guys. We are not on their side. We are not racist. We're like the Winston Churchill kind of thing. We're like, get those guys out of here. Don't let those guys invade. Okay, let's keep going.
Comfort words as we fight to win. Today they call that harmful tone. Mute the mic, delete the phone.
I wasn't made to be your hero. I was made to scare you. Ask yourself why I don't remember freedom.
It wasn't safe, it wasn't clean.
Remember freedom.
Say what you see.
Remember freedom.
Same law every name.
Remember who you were before they taught you shame.
They built an enemy in neon light. Got a mirror back that night. Now there's a million Amelias. No script, no crown, no seal.
Oh yeah, and this here might be a reference to the Skybrows song "A Million Amelias."
Just purple hair and gray old streets, reminding you what freedom feels.
Yeah, so that was pretty awesome. Okay, so I'm going to give a thumbs up and a subscription. So I really liked the animation and the song and the lyrics. So all that stuff was pretty good. Now I want to get just one more video. So this is, I think, the 10th that we're watching. So this is another new channel that I'm trying out. The Lion is Awakening, and this London Then and Now Before Immigration versus Today with Amelia intro and outro. And I wanted to show you, look at this cup she's got. Stay calm, love, Amelia. This is a reference to this. Keep calm and carry on. So this is a poster from World War II that has been a huge internet meme since around the turn of the millennium. So that's what that thing is a reference to. So, okay, so let's let AI Amelia talk to us. And I don't think I'll watch this whole video because it's pretty long, and I don't want to steal the thunder of too many of these, especially the small creators. But let's keep going.
Here is a video of London before and after immigration. For some, if not all of you, this will hit hard.
Okay, so this is real video. See, it's got the Getty Images logo on it. Real video of London, not AI. Yeah, look at these guys. See, like these people, they are probably very old now, or they have gone to the grave. They're very old, or they've gone to the grave. Look at all these young people. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, I remember, I don't know when this is from, but yeah, I remember my early childhood in America. So my early childhood was in the 1970s, and yeah, all the old women dressed like this in America in the 1970s. So the this type of dress, yeah, very common. That, yeah, all this is the old lady look from the 1970s, I remember. Okay, so I'm going to pop around in this video a bit because, you know, I don't want to, I want you to encourage you to watch this yourself. Okay, and then did we switch to the modern videos? Okay, so here is, okay, so are we going, when do we switch to the modern videos? Okay, so I think here we're in the modern videos, so let's look at the modern ones a little bit. Okay, so yeah, it looks like the stores have changed, and of course the cars are more modern. Okay, so let's look a bit more at it. Oh, yeah, and then here's riots and police stuff. Okay, so I don't want to steal the thunder from this creator, and but I do like this, and getting archival footage and real footage in here, and then there's a little Amelia outro here, and I'm not going to show the outro, but remember, stay calm. Love Amelia. Stay calm. Love Amelia. Okay. So I'm going to give this a thumbs up. And of course, this link and all the others will be in the description of my reaction video here. I think it was 10 clips that we saw today. And there's so much more good stuff that I could have watched and that I just did not because of time. Maybe they will be in my Amelia compilation number 8. This is number 7. Okay, so that was lots of fun. We saw some old familiar creators with great stuff, and we saw some new people that I didn't know about before with good stuff. So that is all super good. Thank you to all these creators. Thank you.